Well, I'm sad to say that I lost most of the process for this layout, so I'm just showing you the end product. And you're going to see me putting the title on it. Let me just start by saying I used folk art paint in a metallic gold, and then in a chocolate brown, and then also in a metallic pearl white, and I created that sort of ombre effect in the behind it. And I was inspired. I watched a video by Suze Fish today, and she did this with some green and white and created this ombre effect, and so I wanted to mimic that. Then you'll see in the background some stamping. I used sepia, vintage sepia VersaFine ink, and I used Unity stamps from the Smack kit, and I did quite a bit of stamping on the background on the acrylic paint background. You also see several sentiment stamps. Those are all from Unity. And I layered the pictures on, and the paper that I'm using I got in the mail today. It was a free thing that I won from a website that I had, a blog that I had posted a layout to. So this particular paper that I've used here is from 7 Dot Studios, and it's a collection called Soulmates, and it's in the 6x6 size. So I layered my photos on that, and I distressed it with Vintage Photo, and then I stamped all of the sentiments on paper from that collection in the sepia, and that's what you're seeing around the photo in the clusters is sentiments stamped. So then that's where I got to the point you're seeing here, and the the title is die cuts from that same Tim Holtz die, where it says Jack's mom, and then the and I painted it with the same gold paint that I used in the background, but I had added the brown to the gold in the background so that it would have sort of a bronzy effect. So it's more brown with gold highlights, whereas the title is pure gold, or pure gold. The title itself was black, obviously, before I painted it, so some of the black is kind of peeking through, but I'm applying the title here on little skinny pieces of foam tape so that it's even with the pictures, because the picture layers I also layered on foam tape. So that's catching you up to speed on this layout, which I thought I was recording, but apparently I was not, and I lost over half of the process to this video. But that said, it's not a complicated background, and if you watch, I'll put a link to Suze Fish's video where she did this today that I watched, and it really inspired me to do it. So you can see how she did it, and then that would allow you to know how I did it, because it's basically just the same thing. And all it is you take dark paint at the top and you take the white paint at the bottom and you let them combine in the middle, and it creates kind of an ombre effect for the painted background. And yeah, I chose to do it in the golds because of the color tone of the pictures that I have here. In addition to that, just wanted to talk about the background of these pictures. These are some selfies that I took of my son Jack and I. Jack is very autistic. He's 11 now, and he's potty training this year, so we're quite joyful in our family, that's finally becoming a reality. It's been an ongoing challenge for us. Among other things, he's just a very intense, very happy most of the time, but when he's not happy, he's wicked unhappy. He's busy and creative and into things, and he loves all kinds of things. And so I wrote for my journaling, I'm responding to a challenge on the blog called Fairy 71 Blue, and their challenge was to either scrapbook your mother or scrapbook your feeling about being a mother, your feelings about being a mother. So I chose to scrapbook my feelings about being a mother because I had these pictures that I needed to scrapbook that I've had on my desk. Excuse me, I have some seasonal allergies. And so I wrote, being Jack's mom is the most challenging, complex experience of my life. Every day he teaches me compassion, patience, humor, and unconditional love. Love you, my special boy. So that's kind of the idea behind this layout. Excuse me just a second. So I'm almost done sticking this title down. It did take quite a long time because I had to cut little tiny skinny pieces of foam tape because of where I positioned my photos. I should have put them lower, but by the time I was putting the title on, I didn't want to have to go back and change where the photos were located, so it had to overlap the top of the photo. And since there's foam tape behind the photos, I had to put foam tape behind all those tiny letters. Ugh. And then now I stamp the on being with that. It's a little, very old Stampin' Up! Alphabet. And I just cut them out. So it was kind of like having little letter stickers. And I'm putting it there on the side, and I'm using my little tweezers that I got from the bead section at Michael's. If you don't have a set of really fine tip tweezers, those are very reasonably priced and they're awesome. And you'll find them at Michael's. And of course the stuff in the bead section often goes on sale, so that's another great reason to grab those. I'm almost done with the title there. I think the picture, you probably can't see it underneath. I don't know where my son got that idea to put his pinky coming out of his mouth. It's almost like in that Austin Powers movie. And I don't know that he's ever seen the Austin Powers movie. I certainly have never shown it to him myself. It's a little too adult for a kid his age and his developmental stage. So I don't know where he came up with that, but he likes doing it. It's kind of funny. He finds the most amazing things and picks up on them, things that you would never imagine. He finds them. He is a master at navigating on YouTube and finding videos about everything that he loves. So we have to keep a real careful eye on him when he's on YouTube, because there's some things on YouTube that aren't really kid appropriate. But on the other hand, it's it taught him to read and spell in a lot of ways, because in order to navigate YouTube well, he had to learn how to spell, or at least sort of spell, the things that he was looking for. So it's a double-edged sword. Yes, there's content on there that sometimes we don't want him to watch, but on the other hand, finding something that'll motivate a kid like Jack to want to learn to read and spell, it's priceless. So, you know, I have mixed feelings about letting him be on YouTube and look at videos, but in the end, the fact that he has become very interested in reading and in words simply because that's how he can use a search bar. It's a huge deal for me. I'm adding gold down. I've got a little photo corner on that one saying that says enjoy, smile, and love. And then I'm just adding a gold stripe on that side of the bar so that I can have gold in a triangle. And then I was trying to think what was I going to embellish this with, because the papers that I got, there's very limited. It's just the paper basically that I got. So I jumped into my stash and I found this little metal piece that a very kind lady here on YouTube sent to me. I believe it was Scrapping for My Boy sent this to me because I participated in one of her challenges. And then, so I'm cutting it in half to put it along the side of that journaling block. And then I had that circle paper clip up there. I have no idea where I got that. I've had it for years. And then on top of that, I've got these gems that were from Recollections from Michaels. And I think I got them a couple of years ago. I don't even think they still have these same kind of gems. But these were so cool, and I've been hoarding them. And I thought, you know what? No more hoarding. And I just pulled them out, and I put them in 3 places. And I specifically used 3 different ones because there was only 2 of each. And I wanted to make sure that it was either all the same or all different. So I made them all different. So you're going to see that I'm going to put these gems all over. Oh, I'm trying to glue down that metal piece, and I need to get into my matte medium, and it's just the lid is just super stuck, so I'm pounding on it like crazy. But I needed to use the matte medium to glue down the paper clip and this little metal flourish piece. I finally did get it open. Yay! So that's what I'm doing there. This is a neat layout. I like it. I enjoyed the process of making it. I enjoyed that ombre effect, and I enjoyed kind of doing a little bit of a scrap lift. I've been more and more wanting to, as I see different really awesome scrapbookers here on YouTube who are doing mixed media work, to do layouts that, you know, to take the videos that I really enjoyed watching and do layouts that represent the work that something about the work that I see in those videos. So this is if there was such thing as a series in my world, which I don't know whether there is, but this is one in a series perhaps where I pay homage to some of the really neat scrapbookers who are working on YouTube and who inspire me every day to keep growing and developing my craft, my scrapbooking craft. So thank you, Sue's Fish, for your inspiration. I don't know if you'll watch this video, but thanks for the inspiration. And I'm about done with this layout. In fact, I seem to be cleaning up here. I thought I cut the cleanup off, but apparently not. I'm so sorry about that. We're going to be having some close-ups here shortly that will show you the details of this layout. So here we go. This is a unity stamp that says, "Nothing can separate us from our mother's love." And a close-up of the title. A close-up of the journaling spot with the metal piece and the bling. A close-up of the unity stamp, "Enjoy, Smile, and Love." And then the whole layout. Have a good night.